guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. Here we have our boy STR VEGITO Blue, a nasty boy. This guy, I remember, like, there was a lot of controversy around his initial release because they weren't completely clear. You know, they had this legendary election, he won, and just everything was weird until when he finally dropped, and he is really, really good. For a long time, he was definitely, like, pretty much the best free-to-play unit. He's definitely still solid. I mean, he's an LR with a decent link set. Oh, I've got some good equips on him, definitely. Oh, that's good. Okay. He's an LR with a solid link set. I don't know when we would expect to see this guy get a easy A or anything like that. But, I mean, he is going to be a monster when he gets that easy A, right? It's definitely going to be super crazy. So let's go ahead and check him out at level 10 links, right? Again, he's got a good link set. He does stack attack and defense infinitely on his 12-key super attack. The only really problem I have with STR VEGITO Blue, I mean, his attack stats and defensive stats and stuff like that are not going to be that crazy in this video, understand that, but there's a difference between comparing this guy, who was like the crown jewel of free-to-play. Like, if you think of, like, what is your favorite free-to-play unit in Dokkan history, you would probably say this guy. So, like, I feel like because of, he's already fulfilled his intended role, right? He was an amazing free-to-play unit for a long time, good in the original Legendary Goku event. He's already served his purpose. But the one negative I've always had with this guy is he gets ki too easily. So, his passive, right? He gets 80% attack and defense at the start of turn, then he raises ki by up to 10. The less HP remaining, the greater the ki boost. The way this sort of, like, pans out, at 100% HP, Vegito gets 2 ki. Under 80%, he gets 4 ki. Under 60, he gets 6 ki. Under 40%, he gets 8 ki. Under 20%, he gets 10 ki. That ability is actually pretty solid for difficult events. But the problem is that in difficult events, a lot of times that's where we want to stack. So I have, in many runs throughout the past, right, my intention is to have Vegito Blue stack and stack and stack and stack. But then, like, we get hurt, we fall low health, and then he's just so effortlessly getting his 18-key super attack at that point, right? That's sort of what I've noticed. So let's see. So he's at 110k defense turn 1. If we think about him in terms of, like, extreme super battle road and stuff like that, that's not really that good, right? So, like, he definitely is at this point, like, a long event type character. By the way, this is a really good turn for God Goku, 6 out of 7 links. Vegito Blue, we have, what, Super Saiyan, Warrior Gods, Shattering the Limit, and Legendary Power all active. Those other 3 links there are, what is that, Power Bestowed by God, Prepared for Battle, and Fuse Fighter are his other links. So, alright, let's go ahead and see how much damage Vegito Blue does right here. We didn't get our 18-key super attack, no support, so this is going to be very basic. Yeah, 1.7, like, that's not that good, right? But he is stacking defense. Okay, double super attack. So we had a double stack right there. So this will be good to see what his defense is going to look like on the next turn. And we'll see what God Goku is going to give us. 3.3. That's it? Oh, well, yeah, okay. God Goku, well, that seems a bit low for him. He gets defense and ki when there's pure and hybrid Saiyans on the team. Remember, I'm running a lot of fusions on the team. So, unfortunately, all the good supports are on this rotation. Of course, every time. Every time. All the good supports are over here, huh? Alright, I see how it is, Dokkan. Okay, so the team we're running, by the way, we're running Realm of Gods with Int UI Goku as our lead. Again, if you're gonna go like a Saiyan build for Realm of Gods, I think running UI Goku as your leader is the best way to do it, right? Because, like, look at Beerus and Vegito Blue. I think they share 0 links. Yeah, they share 0 links. So, like, you don't want to run Beerus and STR VEGITO Blue on the same team when they're sharing 0 damn links, right? It's just not going to help you out that much. Alright, what's his defense? Wow, okay. So his double super exploded him to 161k. We now have Prepared for Battle active. That dude, he builds up defense faster than I remember. I don't think I've used him very much since the link level update system has become a thing. I think that's why. But that's pretty good. His defense grew, like, that went up really quickly. All right, so this is going to be him at 24 key. Remember, he does not stack at 24 key, right? So we could see instances, right, where, like, you know, you could just sort of, like, slowly stack and stack and stack and stack throughout an event. And then towards the end of the event, he could definitely hit a lot harder, and then his defense will be really good. Because remember, he raises attack and defense, he stacks on 12 key. Looks like it's a 20% attack and offensive buff. And then on his 18 key, he gets a 50% attack buff. 3.35. I feel like that's solid, right? That's no support, actually. That 3.35, that's with no support. That's pretty good. I'm not mad. He's good. Still. He's a very well-designed unit, man. What's funny, too, is I don't remember the full details behind it. You guys can maybe look up my videos at the time on it. But I remember when we first got details of Vegito Blue, he had Over and a Flash instead. And it actually would have been, I think, worse for him to have Over and a Flash. I mean, nowadays, we have, like, the LR Blue Fusions, who he would probably work better with if he had Over and a Flash. But for a long time, it's always been better that he's had Prepare for Battle. And it was also a thing where, like, the Tech Vegito Blue had Over and a Flash. So, like, if you wanted to do an Over and a Flash team, you run Tech Vegito Blue. If you wanted to do Prepare for Battle team, you run LR Vegito Blue. So, like, it was definitely better that he had Prepare for Battle. All right, we'll get one more turn in this run on Realm of Gods. So far, I'd have to say he's looked pretty goddamn good, I think. We're not going to get anything from her, no. Okay, I'm going to key up a little bit right here. I'm going to cheat a little bit. And I would like him to get full 24 key with support, and let's see how much damage he's going to go ahead and do right here. Again, him and God Goku work really well together. The only thing about it is that God Goku, of course, is not activating, or Vegito Blue is not activating the Pure Saiyan and Hybrid Saiyan part of God Goku's passive. 180k defense after 2 12-key super attacks. I feel like that's pretty good. Again, so, like, he can stack up GT Legendary Goku event. He can still be good. I might do a video on him in the GT Legendary Goku event. I think that probably would be a good idea. He is a strong free-to-play option. I'm sure many players use him for their Battle of Wits run, right? 4 mil. That's good. He's good. This guy's a free-to-play unit. He released on Global January 18th of 2018. He is so good. Alright guys, so now we're over here on the Potara team. Potara is a team I just find myself not really running that much anymore. I mean, I wouldn't even really say that the 3 anniversary LR Vegito unit, it's not like they're bad or anything like that. I think for me, right, I just don't really end up running teams too much unless, like, new characters are coming out on them anyway, right? And Potara doesn't really get buffed that often, right? But it still does have a very strong foundation to it, right? Like, a lot of these Vegito units, guess what? Vegito units are always going to be good. They're always going to make sure that the Vegito units are strong. You know, when they do Moro Arc stuff, we can get a new version of him, too. That'll be very interesting. But, alright, let's go ahead and see how our boy Vegito Blue is going to do. Again, we actually, on the Potara team, like, we can get a lot of his links active here, man. We can get nearly everything. So we'd have everything except for Warrior Gods and then Shattering the Limit right here. That's not bad. Oh, I can't do that, though. Yeah. Okay, here, we'll do this. So we'll lose, oh, dude, we lose a lot with Super Vegito, huh? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna rock it with Super Vegito for now. So we have, what, Super Saiyan, Power Bestowed by God, Prepare for Battle, and Fuse Fighter all active. We're at 100k defense. Can I do an 18k super attack right here at the start? I cannot. Okay, well, here's going to be a 17k super attack, so we'll see how much damage Vegito Blue will do, you know, right at the start, 17k. That is sort of the sweet spot at the start of events where you're going to do maximum damage, while also still maintaining that 12k to stack, right? Again, really, honestly, like, if Vegito Blue would get an easy A, I think the main thing I'd want from him is just if on his 18k super attack he was still stacking. I think that's like the one really ideal thing I would really want from him when he, you know, would get an easy A. You know, I'm sure like his attack and defensive, like, you know, start of turn stats would go up. They don't have to touch his key boost passive, I think is fine. And they would obviously give him other stuff. I don't know, maybe he'd do extra damage against future enemies or Patara enemies. Or, like, you know, because, you know, he fights Fuse Zamasu. It's very hard to guess what they would do for him, right? Like, what if they just went balls to the wall and gave him, like, give him, like, 40% damage reduction? He becomes, like, the god of free-to-play units forever if they would do that, right? Like, a defensive stacking unit with damage reduction like that, oh my god. Like, he's starting out turn 1 with 100k defense, right? If he had 40% damage reduction, turn 1, he'd be tanking really well. Like, he'd be just so nuts. Ooh, this is a pretty good turn right here. Okay, so this AGL base Vegito, we share a lot of links with him, this World Tournament base Vegito, so that's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and hit this right here. We're going to be able to get a full 24-key super attack as well. Remember that AGL base Vegito, 144k defense. Okay, AGL base Vegito is a support type unit. And remember that he also is giving a moderate attack buff when he super attacks, right? So by supering with AGL base Vegito right here, we're going to give LR Vegito Blue a little bit of an extra little oomph when he gets that 18-key super attack off. Let's go and see how much damage he does right here. 3.73. These numbers are pretty good. Like, that's not bad. For a free-to-play unit that came out in January of 2018, like, this guy is not recent, right? Like, he's before the 3-year anniversary, basically, is when he came out. Like, you know, he's been around for quite a while. I'm actually quite impressed by what we're seeing from him here, man. I think he's aged very gracefully. He definitely, for free-to-play players and stuff like that, he definitely can be used, I think, as like, you know, a 5th or 6th option on, you know, some Super Battle Road stages and stuff like that. He's not going to be the greatest over there, but he's definitely going to be better than a lot of the units like free-to-play players might have, so he could definitely be good over there. There's just many, many different ways and avenues to use this guy. Still fairly good even after all these years. I like it. I like what we're seeing from him. And when he gets his EZA, which, I mean, LRs released after him, including summonable LRs, have gotten EZAs, so you never know. Alright, now, the two LR Vegito Blues share 4 links. What do they have? Super Saiyan, Warrior Gods, Power Bestowed by God. No. They have Super Saiyan, Power Bestowed by God, Fuse Fighter, and Legendary Power. LR Vegito Blue does not have Warrior Gods. So on this turn right here, we're going to have 6 out of 7 links. Let's have EGL Super Vegito Super first, right? Go ahead and get that attack buff. Nah, we're not going to do a 23-key super attack. Nope, we're going to do 24-key. Alright, so this is going to be a very good turn for him. Again, 6 out of 7 links active. LR Vegito Blue. See, that's the thing. Remember, the LR 5-year anniversary Blue Fusions are still very good. So units that work very well with them are definitely going to be very solid. Like, you could make this a rotation and go through, like, the GT Legendary Goku event or something like that, right? Like, that would work. 4.13, that's not bad at all, man. I'm liking this Vegito quite a bit. I think he's fine. Then an additional 2.49. He's looking pretty good. He's still pretty... I never use him, but he's still pretty damn good. I'm liking this. Vegito, man. Vegito Blue. LR Vegito Blue. Pretty damn good. It's crazy. He was free to play. He's this good. He was a free to play unit from over 3... He's like 3.5 years ago. And he's still this solid. Like, pretty good. Alright, so now we're over here on the Battle of Wits / Majin Buu Saga team. Definitely a good team for Vegito Blue, right? And this is where I think free-to-play players could definitely get a lot of use out of this guy, right? Because, you know, him being on the Battle of Wits category means you could utilize him to take down that GT Legendary Goku event mission, which could be good. Also, by the way, in this showcase so far, we're getting pretty lucky in that I'm getting him, like, first turn and second turn. It's very nice. Not, you know, slot 7 every single run. 141k turn 1, 140k defense turn 1 is good, but again, I mean, realistically, I would like him to be at like 200k defense, I'm saying like at the start of the fight, right? So, you know, if you are going to use him in long events and stuff like that, you do want to try and go, I think, for more of his defensive stacking. Oh, that's so good. See, that's why I gave him additional equips, by the way. Is because, like, getting additionals with him for the stacks and stuff is so important. Actually, you know what they probably would do for an EZA for him? They'd give him built-in additionals. Because, like, every Vegito unit, like, additionals is so much of a part of his kit. Like, all these Vegito Blue units. So I could definitely see them giving him additionals when they EZA him. That would make a lot of sense to me. Oh, this is good. I could sort of... We could stall out so easily right here. I would like to get Super Saiyan 4 Vegito next to Vegito Blue, because they don't actually, like, Vegito Blue is not on Crossover or, what's the other team? Grade A Power. So he's not getting the support from Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, but he is going to be getting 4 links active. They have, what? Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, Fuse Fighter, and Shatter... No. They have Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, Power Bestowed by God, and Fuse Fighter is what they've got. So they actually have 3 key links, right? Which, or 2 key links. And I'm sucking today. I can't talk. All right, what are we looking at? 177k. Dude, after the link level update, were his stacks always that powerful? He jumped up 30k. Like, that's pretty good. I feel like that's pretty good. My boy, looking pretty solid there. Sure, let's just keep doing good damage with him. And remember, as we're stacking too, his damage will go up. I think for this last run, maybe what I should do is go into an event and try and let him stack for a little while. I think I'm gonna do that. Let's just let him stack until like turn 15 or so, and see what level of damage Vegito Blue is gonna get up to. But I'm pretty content with the numbers I'm seeing from him, right? Because you gotta remember, like, how to evaluate these units. You know, this Vegito Blue, if he was a Dokkan Fest TUR that came out today, I would say he's not that good, right? Because you have to directly compare him to everything coming out around him, Videl, Trunks and Goten, stuff like that. But if we compare him as a free-to-play unit from 3.5 years ago, he's a god, right? Like, it's kind of the way it's operating right now. So I am pretty pleasantly surprised by the numbers we're seeing from this LR Vegito Blue. I think he's pretty good. He definitely can still provide use to your team even now, after all of these years have gone by, right? So I think that's really, really good. All right, I might do like one more turn right here. And then again, I'll probably skip ahead. We'll go to our next team, maybe like, you know, turn 15 or so, something like that. And then see what numbers he's at like turn 15. All right, so we have a lot of links active right here. We have 5 out of 7 links active. 185k defense he's now up to, which is pretty damn good. Looks like we're going to be able to get 24 key as well. All right, so let's see what he does in this turn. And then again, we'll go ahead and start stacking. You know, again, maybe like turn 15, we'll see the damage levels that he gets. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this guy. I think he's quite good. I think this boy is doing pretty solid. 3.77, not bad. Okay, I was going to go on to the next event, but we got we have to have this rotation. Kid Buu around. We're not gonna get a full 24 key super attack, but I mean, it's not a showcase video if you don't have physical Kid Buu on auto rotation with them, right? So let's go ahead and see what we get for physical Kid Buu. 3.2. All right, he's in that. He's sitting in that 3 million range, pretty good. But again, he does stack both attack and defense. So let's see how much damage, like what attack sets he can get to after he's stacking up for a little bit. All right, guys, so we're here on turn 12. We have a lot of stacks in, so let's go ahead and see how well Vegito Blue will do on this rotation. 347k defense at the start. I would say that is quite good. So let's go ahead and see how much damage our boy LR Vegito Blue will do on this rotation. 24 key, turn 12, after having stacked for many turns. And let's see the amount of damage our boy is going to do. Again, this is a really good turn for him. We have many of his links active, right? Prepare for Battle, Power Bestowed by Gods, Fuse Fighter, Shattering Limit. So we're in a pretty good position right here for him. And he gets up to 4.64. So his attack stacking definitely builds up very slowly, but we saw the massive impact that his defensive stacking had, right? So that's pretty good. So there we go. There is LR Vegito Blue at full level 10 links. As you guys can see, I would say he performs very, very well. I think he is an incredibly powerful LR even still to this day as a free-to-play unit. I think he's very good. Again, let me know what you guys think of our boy LR Vegito Blue. Full level 10 links, and I'll catch you guys next time.